The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Oh, we were talking about the Pope before and how the popes get to pick a nickname. So we got Pope Leo the 14th. And you were coming up with the song before, Lutzi, for Pope.
Was I?
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
No, you did. I was just. Oh, well, I was.
Oh,
just
you played
using,
the song. That's right.
Lutzi was
I made
rolling
up
with
the
that
song.
Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
song.
you
or
came
that
up.
Dre
You guys
song.
came up with that. I was just putting that up because I found a picture of him blowing white smoke and thought maybe with an American Pope, that's how they should do it from this day forth. You know,
Just get Snoop down
Funny.
there.
MC that has a,
Snoop with a bucket bong.
or if it's a
Send up the
cigar
white
or something,
smoke.
it's dark smoke.
Oh, no, it wouldn't
What
be a
is it?
cigar with Snoop.
No, I'm saying he needs black smoke in case they don't. What can you get black smoke out of?
A broken engine.
Yeah, anyway, just a muffler. Anyway, yeah, that's the thought.
Yeah, so Pope's got a nickname. I was watching a funny video. I think because of the Pope and the nickname, my algorithm this morning, a funny video popped up. I don't know if it was a podcast or whatever, but they had people calling in with funny nicknames. And it made me laugh. Hang on, do you have the audio there, Mitch?
Sure do. I used to work with a bloke whose nickname was Aladdin. His real name was Matt Ryder.
I used to work with a lady we called Miss You. We said it because her name is Tara.
Tiramisu. I once worked with a man named Hector that he always complained about the smell of cigarette smoke. He said he could smell cigarette smoke from a mile away. We nicknamed him Smoke to Hector.
So anyway, that gave me a good giggle, and I thought about some other nicknames that I've come across in the past. There was one guy, they called him Pearl. It's because his name was Nick Lace. There was another guy. This one was quite mean. He had one eye higher than the other, so they called him Isaiah.
One
Anyway,
eye
13,
higher than the
24, 10.
Oh, sorry.
13, 24, 10.
There was-
If you've got any better nicknames than people on the job site.
That's pretty fun.
Remember that bloke years ago played for Cronulla, and his name was Matt Hilda, and so he got waltzing.
Yes.
Yeah, what's he, Matilda?
Yeah.
It's amazing how you come around to nicknames. My nickname growing up was Spud. Nothing clever about it. All I ate was potatoes. But yeah,
weird.
But I want funny ones.
Yeah. It's still interesting.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Sometimes you don't even need a nickname, Nikki, because I know we're talking nicknames. I was just thinking, I knew another one, but it was years ago. I was working with Wayne Pooh Roberts, and he was talking. There was a lady, and her name in itself was funny. Didn't need a nickname because her first name was Courtney, and her last name was Fish.
Come on.
Stop. No, really?
Yes,
Courtney Fish?
Courtney Fish.
Well, Buzz just texted me through. Buzz texted me through one before, and I've heard this one before, and this was what inspired me, and I'd forgotten the bloody thing, but this is it. This one's brilliant. The funniest one is there was a guy whose mates called him Keth. His real name was Keith, but he lost an eye as a kid.
Come on. Is that for real?
That's for real. So anyway, who have we got? Have people called in? Who have
We've got Ian from Cooper's Plains with a similar sort of story, Ian.
Yeah, morning all. How are we?
Yeah, good.
We're good.
I had a mate called Wade who one eye was fairly straight and the other one wandered a bit, so he used to get called Panorama. He also got Walk Eye as well, being Wade, Walk Eye Wade.
Oh, that's funny. So
Been a
many
heavy
nicknames
focus
are
on
usually
Wonky
so
Eyes so far. With the
I feel like dudes go a bit harder.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Kylie out and under.
Hi, happy Friday.
Meow.
Oh, thanks,
Friday.
Carly. Happy Friday to you too. What's your nickname?
We had a guy at school, and his name was Richard Soul. And when they do the report thing, call out everyone's names,
Roll call.
it was Soul.
Oh,
Do we have an arsehole in the
Yeah.
room? Is there an arsehole anywhere?
Richard.
I know.
Imagine that, just arsehole for the rest of your
surely the
email will be arsehole.
Surely as a parent you run through let's just check let's check R, let's check Richard,
He's not shortening it either. He's not shortening Richard.
Oh, you-
and
even-
then fixing that either.
even Dick Cell's not that good
No.
if you shorten Richard, anyway.
My cousin's, his name's Chris Roots. So he would say in roll call, they'd go through it alphabetically and just call the surnames out, and it ended up like Richardson, Roots, Simmons.
Guys out of Coomera.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, we're all right.
Good.
Well, this is a true one. We had a biology teacher at school called Sharon Wybanger, and us as a bunch of boys being at tech school said, "Why would ya?" And as it turned out, someone did.
Allegedly. Your last name.
Yes,
If you're Miss Wybanger, you should get another profession.
Other grade 10.
Or change your name.
Kids.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
No, but it's interesting because you're all asking, everyone's saying, what are you doing on the weekend? You know, what are you going out with the family? Like, are they going to ruin your breakfast? Like, what are they going to do? And I have quite a strong stance on Mother's Day because I think it should be called Mother's Day off. Because I feel like
Exactly.
calling it Mother's Day makes it seem like, you all have to hang out together. And I think it should be the opposite. I think you should gift your mother or your wife the opportunity to just disappear
Yeah,
for
do
the
nothing.
day.
Do no
And
jobs.
do nothing.
Yeah.
Do no jobs. Like, send her out. Send her out with other mothers or her mother to go out and have lunch or get pampered or do whatever.
I agree.
But
Get
this
on it.
whole give them an ugly mug that you've made in
Yeah.
craft at school.
Yeah, no one cares.
We don't want that
No.
crap.
Here's an ashtray
We
I
just
made in
want
craft.
a damn day off. I don't want to hear once on Mother's Day, what are we having for dinner? Or I'm hungry. Or the Wi-Fi's dropped out. I don't want to hear any of it. I don't want to exist. I want that. Mothers should just disappear.
Perfect.
I think there should be a blip and we should all just disappear. And then all the men and kids can just deal with their own stuff for a day and
Yeah.
we can come back like nothing happened. I think that's what Mother's Day should be. Forcing us to spend it with our families is cruelty. I'm with Michelle
and the last
Obama.
thing that you want. It's not what you
Yeah,
want.
like Michelle Obama for her 50th. She got so much crap for saying, for my 50th, I'm just going away. She went away and they're like, shouldn't you spend it with your family?
Oh,
it's like, spend the whole time cleaning up after my family.
Yeah, do what I do every
just
other
want
day.
to disappear. So, yeah, Mother's Day off.
And that's self-serving for everyone because the kids don't have to get some crappy present. No pressure on dad. He can just relax. He can buy you a nice thing, but it might be a massage or a day spa situation or
Soak
Yeah.
bathhouse, one of those soak bathhouse deals.
Yes.
So it's easier for everyone. is
But
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
get a Mother's Day present? Like, will you get something on Sunday?
Which
I'll
isn't-
get the odd key ring from the kids' school market or something that says best mum ever. I
whoop-de-doo.
don't
Straight in
mind
the bin.
that.
Straight in the bin.
I actually do have mine attached to my keys. More not because it's a sentimental present, but just so all the other mothers know at the school drop off that I am the best mother.
Yeah, I
ever.
feel like you missed an obvious
even
twist.
though you're not hopping out of the car.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And you just
Yes.
missed a really obvious chance to plug your free car sponsor, but my car's for us is mine anyway in the meantime.
Oh, mine's Hyundai.
Yeah,
Hyundais
great.
are awesome. Actually, I've got the Santa Fe. It's awesome.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Now, I wrote an article a few weeks ago for News Corp, and
Courier Mail.
yeah, the Courier Mail up here, that's the one. And it kind of blew up because it's about the school run. Now, I don't have to do this anymore, so I can rest easy. But at our school, and at a lot of schools, there's a section called the Kiss and Go, right?
Yeah, I've heard
so when
about
you
that.
pull in the morning, it says parents are meant to remain in their vehicles, and it's meant to be like all right, pull up, the kids roll out, and you move on.
Yeah.
However, at our school, there appears to be a bit of a love-off or a show-off parade of I love my kids more than you love your kids, where there are parents stopping and getting out of the car and going and opening their kids' doors and then putting the backpack on their back and
come
giving
on.
them a kiss and then walking around again. And I'm sitting there and there's expletives coming out of my mouth
But
and
Nikki,
there's
is
expletives
it-
coming out of my kid's mouth.
Are they doing it because it's like they're doing it as a service to the kid, or they opening the door going, get out of the car now? You have to get
No.
out.
No, it's a display of love
It's a
and
show.
affection, and it makes me want to vomit and horn them. because it makes us late. And it's like, we love our kids too.
Yeah, that's too
But we
much.
tell them like normal people, like via text. Like my kids, I just drive in, I'm like, tuck and roll, tuck and roll. I often don't even stop. Like the car's still moving and I kind of get out.
Yeah.
And there are other parents, like, this is meant to be a high achieving school, right? If your kids can't work out how to get out of the car door themselves,
Yeah, grab that back.
then maybe they shouldn't be going to this school. You know, it's like a
100%.
high education, elite education, and they can't get out the bloody door.
What lessons is that teaching the kid where he's like waiting? I'll wait here because my mum's going to get out, walk around the car and open my door for me.
I can't
Yes.
imagine that a kid would even want that.
Why would you want that?
Yeah, you wouldn't want that
be-
service, would you? Like,
there's some kid waiting in the wings going, hey, what's going to happen here? And that you become the laughing stock of the school for the rest of the day. That
Some
puts a kid
little
under pressure.
entitled Sir Terence just sits there awaiting the car to be opened. I
So
know they're
Terence
going to...
Abercrombie Johnson, the hyphenated
That's
name.
the one, and his
Yep.
sister's name's Cressida. It does my head. And then the boot as well. Like parents who put all the bags in the boot. I reckon it's because they don't want the little key rings on their kids' bags to scrape
Yeah.
the leather interior of their Land Rover.
The wood finish.
So yeah, they put the bags in the back so they get out. Like I don't mind a parent that presses the button and it just opens, the kids run around, grab their bags. But the parents that are coming around again, opening
Come
the
on.
boot and putting the unless your kid plays the bloody tuba or there's a drum kit,
Yeah.
they do not need assistance getting stuff out the boot of
Is it-
your bloody car.
Is it like the airport where people are sort of manning those things, going, "Come on,
yeah,
hurry
no,
up"?
They do. They have people there holding placards that are.
Well, they got to be more stringent.
Yeah, but
on that.
then they're no good. We
Yeah.
need to get like angry soccer coaches on the side.
so-
right
yes,
now, we've got
someone more
really
aggressive.
nice ladies.
Perhaps
who
a
are too
taser.
Nice.
Bring in the
A
PE
taser,
teachers.
that's a good
The
idea. Tase
the
those
PE
mothers.
teachers should double in the car park because PE teachers don't put up with much rubbish.
I love on,
Yes.
I love on
Yeah, we
Mother's.
need a whistle. Honestly, we need a whistle.
I love on Mother's in the Mother's Day edition of the show. You just went tase those mothers.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box. Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
I feel like we've had some good callers.
It's been a good board this week.
Yeah, we've had some very funny callers this week. Sometimes the callers are far more interesting than we are. Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's ridiculous.
No, I agree with that.
What, you're saying the caller's more interesting than us?
Oh, sometimes
Yep.
their anecdotes
That's an
like
appalling
end better
statement.
than ours.
Sometimes their anecdotes have got a beginning, a middle, and an end.
They've got the
Oh,
end.
when?
We know when they end.
When?
Mitch just doesn't have to turn the sound up until it goes to an ad break. Who we got this week? Who was our caller of the week?
Oh, this is from yesterday.
My brother and my other brother were having a little bit of a fight and Dad was in the shower. I wasn't home. I was actually up at the high school at the time. One brother hits the other brother with a pair of scissors. Dad's come flying out of the shower, round the corner, up the road, and then I see him run straight past. I see my brother first, and then goes, Dad, nothing on, not at all,
He's
anything.
Full
Straight past
streaking.
me and the whole of grade 7.
That's disturbing, to say the very least.
Yep.
Did
I just love that
anybody
a
ever
dad can be
recover
that
from
committed.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the nudity. I remember Clinton Johnson used to live right across the street from Boondall State School. And I was like, it was just, you could see into his entire house from your science class. It was
Who's
too
Clinton
much. It was like,
Johnson? Who is that?
I just went to school there, but his house
Oh.
was like pretty much on this. On the school block. Like, if his dad had got nude, we would have seen Clinton Johnson's dad.
I saw one of my friend's dad's nude once. It just came
careful,
back to
wasn't
me.
it? Yeah, how old were you?
Oh, no, I just remembered. I was 14 and I walked to my friend's place to go and visit her after school. And I walked around the corner and he was nude sunbaking next to the pool because he thought he had the place to himself.
Getting into some dangerous areas here, guys.
And then I walked 2 kilometres back home because I was going, oh, nope. There's no way around
I'll
this.
give it a miss today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not do that.
Oh, geez.
The point is, no one's going to forget your dad, Sky. So
No, never. I don't think so.
We were talking nicknames earlier on today. Like there was no nicknames or anything that came out of that. Like it's not a.
Nah, not really. But he did have a nickname, and his dad's nickname was Rocket.
Well, obviously he had some speed about him.
But that was only because
what
he
the
could
mum
paint
says.
a house really quickly.
Yeah, I bet
He
it
could
was.
paint a house.
I bet it was.
Oh.
I bet it was.
That's what we were told. I'm going with that.
That story's complete, not a horseshit.
Oh, we get a prize pack, Sky, for having such a crazy dad.
Oh, my mum's chasing one of your
yeah,
towels.
that's exciting.
Yeah, you get one of my towels.
Yeah, they're
Everyone wants
great.
the towels.
They're in
'cause
demand.
They're really good. The dry
I'm down
harder
for a
towels.
towel.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
It's like, they look classy. They're the ones you'd see sprawled out on Capri.
No,
they look
and
really
they are good
They feel
towels.
good against your body too. They
They're
got that.
thick.
Yeah, they're thick.
Well, I love a good thick towel. That's the most important thing after a shower, you know?
Damn
Maybe
straight.
you should
Instead of
give it to
running
your
nude.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Wrap your dad's junk with my
your
towel.
dad should have put the dry
Oh,
hard
look,
towel on
I'd love
before
to
he
give it
chased
to
you.
him, but he's not here with us anymore, unfortunately. but
But he's having
No, I
a good
get to
giggle
keep
up
it
in
to
heaven
me.
right
That
now.
Good on you, Nikki.
Yep.
Whoever it was.
No, it's good to talk about
May
a
he
dad.
rest in peace.
Absolutely. I do miss him. It's been quite a few years, but, you know,
R.I.P.
time
Rocket.
moves on and we just get to laugh at his stories
And
now.
his legacy lives on Breakfast Radio.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rocket the legend.
Rest in peace, Rocket. You get my bucket hat as well, the Gone Fishing bucket hat.
And,
Oh, yes.
and Rocket would have loved my What Would Lutzy Do stubby cooler, so I'll give you that as well.
But it comes in
Oh,
a good
yeah, he
bag
would have.
too.
He liked a good beer.
Yeah.
He did love a good beer.
Yeah, nice.
BB was his fave.
Oh, that's where
We draw the line?
That's where we draw the
No,
line.
Yeah.
I reckon,
But
I reckon tote bags would have been your
Lutzy's
dad's
going to
thing,
turn on
sure.
Rocket in just a second. Let's bail out.
And included in today's tote bag will, of course, be flowersforeveryone.com.au because every caller on air today scores a little pack with Mother's Day coming up this week. They're delivering big
Lovely.
love and beautiful blooms to mums all across this Mother's Day. So congratulations, Sky.
Awesome.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.